Go?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do this. So Malik, why did you choose to attend the University of Akron?
Well, actually, I was first planning to go to the University of Cincinnati, but things fell through, and since I was from the city of Akron, I thought that it'd be like high school, but once I actually got on campus and started being on campus and living in the moment, my experience was completely different. So I ended up getting more pride from like my city versus trying to go away. I ended up falling more in love with my city and the university.
Such a great answer. I love that. What makes your major distinctive? What makes it stand out among others, or what are the strengths of the program? Paraphrase however you want.
Well, the biggest strength of my program, which is exercise physiology, is that the different routes that you can go into. So before, when I was during my undergrad, I thought I wanted to do cardiac rehab, so I got a job at a hospital and realized I didn't like clinical work. So it was still easy for me to pivot over to different areas. So I fell in love with research and the research process and still working with people, but I still have the opportunity to work with people or like work in the lab or just come up with different ideas to kind of propel the field.
Or personality traits will make someone successful in your major?
Like I said before, with exercise physiology, there's a bunch of different routes. So if you want to go into something clinical and work with more like hands-on with people, you have that option. You can work and get to know people and build relationships with other people. And also on the other hand, let's say your personality is more shy and reserved, we still have a place for you here. You can be doing research, you can work with a team of researchers with a common goal, and you can also go and pivot that over into presenting your research. So then that way you'll have the opportunity to interact with more people than working strictly in your lab. So the biggest strength I see is just the adaptability for any field that you'd like to do.
How has your practicum or field experience, if you've done it, helped prepare you for the next step in your career?
So I did my practicum working with the Catch program at the YMCA, and I learned a lot from there. Like I said before, I wasn't too much into the clinical side, so with working with Catch, I was working within the office. So I was kind of seeing how things operate behind closed doors. So I got to sit in on the different kind of collaborative meetings with the different partners, trying to working towards the common goal, and doing office work and kind of getting familiar with the different processes that different places have. And actually my practicum led to a job opportunity. So I ended up working for the Y, and then actually a full-time position came up with the Catch program, and they probed me for the position, but I ended up taking a different route.
Can you talk a little bit more about what the Catch program
Yeah, wait.
names and things like that?
Okay, yeah, so the Catch program stands for the Collaborative Approach to Childhood Health, and
I think it's actually coordinated approach to child health. Does that sound right?
Can you say it? I can say both ways, and we can like add.
Okay,
It's either I know it's like something like collaborative though.
Okay.
So the coordinated approach to childhood health, and actually the director of it is a U of A alum, and her job was she would set up different programs to go into after-school programs with elementary schools and teach those elementary school students healthy lifestyle choices. So a big thing you'll find out with the demographics of low-income areas and public schools is that they don't have the same opportunity to a healthy education. So a lot of those people in those demographics end up eating a lot more fast food and not having enough green space to go outside and play. So by teaching them these skills and different so teaching the kids the different approaches and different ways to a healthy lifestyle early, we kind of get them more on track to live a more empowering and healthy lifestyle in the future.
Awesome. And then last question, what makes you proud to be a Zip?
What makes me proud to be a Zip is once you're here on campus and you start developing the relationships with the mentors and different people on campus, you really become empowered. When I first started the program, or as a student at the University of Akron, I kind of felt like this was kind of the next step, like high school to college. But once I got here, I felt empowered, not only like this is not the next step, but the next step is whatever I want it to be. And the working with the different mentors and the different campus leaders on campus, they build a sense of empowerment. So you feel like you can do whatever you put your mind to.